property is every indifference curve to the right represent higher level of satisfaction. When there is a set of indifference curve called indifference map. So here is the indifference curve map. So set of indifference curve is known as indifference map. Then higher indifference curve represent higher level of satisfaction. That is here IC4 is the higher level of satisfaction indifference curve. That is right side indifference curve gives more satisfaction as compared to indifference curve lying towards left. That means IC2 is getting more satisfaction than indifference curve 1 and indifference curve 3 is higher level of satisfaction than indifference curve 2. Then indifference curve 4 have higher level of satisfaction than indifference curve 3, 2, 1, etc. Okay. Then the fourth property is indifference curve do not cut each other. It is because if they cut each other, the result will be paradox. Okay. In this figure, we can see that two indifference curve cut each other. So, on indifference curve 1, there are 2 points A and B. So, indifference curve shows equal level of satisfaction. That's why A is equal to B. And also in indifference curve 2, there are 2 points A and C. So, here the points give same level of satisfaction. That's why A is equal to C. If A is equal to B and A is equal to C, B should be also be equal to C. That means B is equal to C. But as per our assumption, B is not equal to C as B is greater than C because B lies on higher indifference curve than point C. Okay. So, if the indifference curve cut each other, the result will be inverse or result will be a paradox of our assumption. Okay. Then the next property is indifference curve never touch x-axis or y-axis. Indifference curve analysis is based on which utility analysis? Ordinal utility analysis, which assumes consumption of two goods. If it is touch x-axis or y-axis, it will be against the assumptions. So in the figure, indifference curve 1 touch y-axis at point B, which implies that consumer consume OB amount of, here this origin is O, then B, OB amount of good 2 and 0 amount of good 1. Similarly, point A, that is indifference curve touch x-axis at point A implies that the consumer consume OA amount of good 1 and 0 amount of good 2. So, there is a cardinal way of analysis. 0, 1, 2, etc. are cardinal way of analysis. So, consumption on point A and point B is against the assumptions of ordinal utility analysis. Okay, these are the properties of indifference curve. Then one important term in indifference curve analysis is monotonic preference. What do you mean by monotonic preference? Monotonic preference is such that a consumer will always prefer more quantity of a good. We always prefer more quantity of good than less quantity. For example, consumer has two combination of goods, good A, bundle A and bundle B. Bundle A gives 4 mangoes and 6 apple. Bundle B gives 4 mangoes and 8 apple. From bundle. From among this bundle, which bundle you have preferred to choose? Definitely it is bundle B because of monotony preference. So according to monotony preference, you will choose second combination because it will give more satisfaction, because the amount of mango is same but the amount of apple is more in bundle B than bundle A. But because of the assumption, the income and price do not change. So what happened? Increase in consumption of one good is followed by decrease in consumption of other goods. Okay, there is no way. If we want to purchase one more unit of good one, we have to reduce the consumption of good 2. Still, the consumer is willing to sacrifice lesser unit of one good to buy more of the other good because of monotony preference. The consumer is not willing to sacrifice the amount of goods, but there is no way. That's why he reduced a small amount of good 2 in order to get more amount of good 1. That is known as monotony preference. So that was today's session. Children, today we have discussed about indifference curve. What is the indifference curve? It is a locus of combination of two goods that give same level of satisfaction to the consumer. Then the slope of indifference curve is MRS. Then what is MRS? Marginal rate of substitution. So in order to get one more unit of good 1, how much the consumer sacrifice good 2? That is the ratio of sacrifice to gain. This is an important topic from the point of view of examination. So with the help of indifference curve and budget line, we analyze consumer equilibrium in ordinal utility analysis. That will take in the next class. So children, as usual, watch the URL, attend the test paper and download your notes. Thank you. See you in the next class. Bye.